Throughout my life, I've seen a number of people do things that are bad for them, that work to hinder their goals, their well-being, their success. I call this self-sabotage, and it's counterintuitive. It's a little confusing. Who would want to deliberately work to hurt themselves? It doesn't make too much sense. So for example, you're in a relationship with a good person, but you're, doing things around the edges that are antagonizing your partner and making the relationship more difficult, and ultimately you end up tearing the relationship apart. They end up leaving, or, you leave the relationship. Or maybe there's a promotion coming up at work, and for some reason you start putting off projects or, turning things in late, and all of a sudden that promotion just isn't real for you anymore. Why is it that we do this? So I want to talk about this in this video. But first, like this video, subscribe to our channel if you're new, and don't forget to sign up to our email list. The link's in the description below. So why do we self-sabotage? Well, self-sabotage is intimately connected with our level of self-esteem. Tell me the level of a man's self-esteem, and I'll tell you how much he's working to destroy his life. The lower your self-esteem, the more you're going to be working to harm yourself. But why is that? Why is it that if our self-esteem is low, all of a sudden that means that we're just trying to hurt ourselves all the time? Why does that happen? The answer is, it's a psychological challenge to admit to yourself the things about yourself that you don't like. And rather than face that challenge, it's easier to put it in the hands of outside forces and blame other things, other people, your boss, your friends, your partner, the universe. It's easier to place the blame somewhere else than to take the responsibility for your own errors, your own flaws, the things that you're insecure about in yourself, your low self-esteem. And so in order to avoid the confrontation with our own low self-esteem, in order to avoid the confrontation with our own insecurities, what we'll do is we'll act in ways that work to confirm, or in ways that resonate with that deep inner feeling we have of low self-esteem, that inner feeling of shame that's haunting our life. We'll wallow in that. And there's comfort there, because you're sort of maintaining the status quo of who you are. You're confirming, oh, this is who I am, this all makes sense to me, and there's no need for me to change or do anything to get better. I can just stay this way. And so bringing yourself to change the status quo of who you are can lead to discomfort, can lead to anxiety. And this is particularly true in the cases where the change in your life happens against your will, or in a way that you didn't intend. So let's say you enter a relationship where your partner treats you nice. Now you're in a situation that's uncomfortable to you. It's not what you're used to. It's not the status quo. And this particular form of this problem is called happiness anxiety. People literally getting anxious and uncomfortable in the face of something good in their life, in the face of happiness. You feel uncomfortable with comfort. So all of these are the reasons why we self-sabotage, because it's what we're doing when we self-sabotage is we're confirming our low self-esteem. We're staying true to our own inner view of who we are, our own self-concept. So how do you not do this? How do you not self-sabotage? Well, this goes hand in hand with building your core confidence, building your self-esteem. And that's what this channel is all about. So what's required of us to end self-sabotage is to get comfortable with taking the responsibility and the challenge of happiness, because happiness is a challenge. It's something we have to work to attain. And that work, that effort, the responsibility can be uncomfortable. It can lead to anxiety, but that's something we have to get comfortable with. We have to get comfortable with the frustration we're going to start to experience as we work toward happiness. So if you start allowing yourself the possibility of happiness, what you're doing is, not only will you be ending, a streak of self-sabotage, but you'll actually be building your self-esteem, building your core confidence, and it works in the reverse. As you work on your core confidence, as you work on your self-esteem, you'll start to end the self-sabotage cycle. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. That's what this channel is all about, is working on building your core confidence. And if you're new here, we've got a guide, 5 steps to getting started on building your core confidence. click the link in the description below to get that downloadable and get started on this journey with us today. Thank you so much for watching.